Alright, welcome back, folks. It is day 105. Once again, keeping the streak alive. MAKU desu. Minasan, konnichiwa. Yokoso. So, we did it. We finally did it. We did the review yesterday, the progress report, the tentative takes, right? On our current Japanese learning journey, fueled and inspired by Duolingo, right? Are we gonna do any total recall today? Probably not. I'm gonna hop right in. That's enough recall for my liking for the day. Let's go over a few little upkeep things, right? Today we will from now on be operating on half-day schedule. So what's in store today are these two right here. There are a total of 12 lessons, but we're going to do 11 of them. And then after we complete this, there's a 15-minute kanji section, right? And then the one here plus the rest will be day 2. So it'll be day 2, day 1. And the following day we'll have output writing, right? Output writing in English. And then the following day we'll have output writing in Japanese, right? That's what we're going with. We had no total recall today because review was last day. We'll see how this format works, taking it easy. So these are considered a half-day schedule, right? Because the other half we'll be doing something else. It's related, no worries. So that's kind of our tentative schedule for now. Let's see how it goes. I think some points yesterday as I was rethinking, pretty satisfied. What's Duolingo ZH? Zhongwen is the designation for Mandarin. So ZH is Zhongwen. That is Mandarin. People don't really refer to it as Mandarin. It's Zhongwen. How many experiences do I have in Duolingo? What do you mean by how many experiences? Hernan. This is my only experience in Duolingo so far. So up to this day is my only experiences. So yesterday's review, some points, we did reach the 90% mark for Japanese. Grammar points were pretty good. They were satisfactory. Indeed, they covered greater than 50% of N5, right? I was kind of satisfied, with predicates. Definitely took me a lot longer on predicates than I would have expected. So alright, so that's about some of the points. We're operating on half day. Yeah, today, the other half day. That's the plan, Fanny. The first couple days will be more like schedule testing and probably not actually learning Mandarin. More focus on pinging, right? Because the pinging system is what I'm interested in at the moment. Much like working on Kana. They're not equivalent. However, I have other things, but we'll save that for later. This is not part of the thing, so staying focused on Japanese right now. Alright, so we have 11 lessons to go, and we'll see how it works. That's about the diagram we have right now. We'll see if the structure actually stays the same. consistently through all their courses. All right, so let's hop right in. No review necessary. Oh, which by the way, Fanny, yeah, Fisher. You know what Fisher reminds me of? A quainter Dude Perfect before they became the colossal Dude Perfect. You have a bunch of guys, even the ensemble of guys, the ensemble of guys represent your classic ensemble. So they're okay. I don't think it's comprehensible. I don't think it's comprehensible, but it is fun to watch for entertainment. And it has the little it has a lot of Japaneseism in the editing, the cinematography, and like the way it's presented, and it's very characteristically distinguished from things like Dude Perfect. But Dude Perfect would be like a very westernized rendition of it, and they were the ones possibly that whole ensemble kind of thing. The guys who they assembled in the group for Fisher is very eclectic in a similar way when it comes to doing that. Yeah. I'm doing pretty well, Greg. My voice is a little harsh, so we might try to not speak that much because the day yesterday is one of the more rigorous days. So let's find out. We're gonna hop into our introduction for talk about gifts you gave or receive. Let's look at the guidebook. How are you today, Greg? How are you, Fanny? Let's see. All right. So we have we have give. So age. Okay. Agemasu. Every year is actually new. Is this mainen?
毎年誰にプレゼントをあげますか?
Maitoshi. Right, maitoshi. Interesting. So it's a modifier of... Okay, so maitoshi. What else we have? Anything else new to pick up? So give is definitely it. Tablet. Probably, right? Taburetto. Taburetto. Okay. Book stays the same there. Interesting. Moraimashita. I got a book. So give got, so receive. Okay. Moraimashita. Is from still the same? Who did you get this tablet from? Is from still the same here, or is it different? Let's see. Dare ni kono taburetto o... Oh, okay. So actually from is the... Okay. The O marker. The particle. It's implied in the particle. Okay. Because of direct object. Okay. Okay, moraimashita ka. You don't like ageru, kureru, and moraru? Moraru? Oh, interesting. Ageru, kureru, and moraru. Morayu. We'll find out. You're just about to start studying also? Very nice, very nice. Everyone start studying. All right, let's just hop in here.
Maitoshi.
Maitoshi. Okay. Sure. Okay. Shumatsu.
週末
Shumatsu. 4
4
月
月
3
3
gai.
階
Hanami. And maitoshi. Okay. All right. So maitoshi.
毎年
Oh, we're familiar with all of these.
毎年
Okay, 毎年
毎年
英語の絵本
英語の絵本 Interesting.
絵本
Picture book. Oh, e and hon. Okay. Alright, I feel ya. We don't have the kanji for e yet. We have hon. I'm curious if it translates the kanji too. It's probably the kanji for e and hon. Ehon. Makes sense. Picture and book together. Cute. So ego no ehon. Alright. Let's see what they did there too. Okay, English picture book. Alright. Alright.
絵本
Ehon.
名は3歳です
Me wa sansai desu. Me. Person. Niece. Okay. It's probably niece, right? 3 years old. My niece is 3 years old.
名
Mei. Okay. Mei wa sansai desu. Fair enough. Fair enough. And
名
we're gonna find out if this is like a ani and ane situation here.
かわいい名がいます。
Kawaii me. Okay.
かわ
Kawaii
いい名
me.
がいます。かわいい名がいます。
Oh, kawaii me ga imasu. Okay. Curious if this is gonna translate to I have. Yep.
メイはもう4歳です。
Me wa mon mon.
メイはもう4歳です。
Okay, still yonsai. It's been a while since we had sai. The counter sai, and not quite complete yet. So yonsai. Me wa mo yonsai desu. Okay, sure. Already, my niece is already mo 4歳です。めはもう4歳です。
毎年姉の家でパーティーがあります。
毎年姉の家でパーティーがあります。Right off the bat. Okay. We have a party at my older sister's house. Maitoshi, every year. I wonder if they are gonna ping me for an order. No? Okay, sure. Maitoshi.
毎年
お姉さんに
Maitoshi.
何をあげますか？
Ni. Okay, yeah, they're highlighting the particle. Oh, right. We already know this grammar point. I already know this grammar point. However, Duolingo hasn't used this grammar point yet. And when you give and receive, this is what they're highlighting. When you give and receive, it's ni. That's all you have to know. If people are interested in grammar point, when you give and receive, you're using ni. A lot of the reason why they're highlighting this is there's oftentimes when it comes to English speaking, giving and receiving are acts, right? They're acts, and acts sometimes have actionable things, and it could insist that it might be day, as opposed to ni. But in this case, it's ni. It's one of those things. When we're exploring ni and de outside of Duolingo, this comes up. Not to, if you're using Duolingo and you've gotten to like this point, it's most likely that you probably have encountered this ni thing already beforehand outside of Duolingo. So yeah, this is for giving and receiving. Ni. Hey, let's see. One-san ni nani o age, okay. Agemasu ka? Okay. One-san ni nani o agemasu ka? Okay. So who is that? What are we going? Are we going with we? Okay. We. No, we're not. We. What are you? Or do you? Okay. What do you? All right. What do you give? What do you give to your older sister? It's an English thing, not a Japanese thing. Perfectly alright if you read that in Japanese. It's a little awkward in English for me because I have very high preferential usage and wording in English. So I kind of need to get used to it. What do you give what do you give to your older sister? Yeah, agemasu. So, nani o agemasu ka? Oni-san and your older sister, yeah. Eh. 毎年Maitoshi, it's one of those diphthong things, and I have to make sure over time. Maitoshi me ni pureze. No, just kidding. Something. Okay, nani no ehon o agemasu. Descript. Subset, huh? Hare nama kumori. Oh, those are okay. And what is this? Oh, Spangle.
スペイン語
Alright, sure. Spangle no ehon o agemasu. Fair enough.
いつも目にプレゼントをあげます。
Okay. いつも目にプレゼントをあげます。Okay. I give a present to my niece. I always give a present to my niece. Alright, fair enough. Just using a lot of... Honestly, I probably would as well. You know, if we were to contextualize this, I kind of want to be the... I don't even know how to say uncle yet, but I kind of want to be like the cool uncle, right? If I'm visiting my niece, I probably always give a present to my niece as well. If I'm that like uncle that only visits every once a year or something like that, you gotta make the day special, right? I always give a present to my niece. All right. Interesting. It's a little early for that. Nani, let's see. Nani wa Oko-san ni donna presento o agemasu ka? I need a topic. Do we have Christmas? Christmas. Okay, there's Christmas.
クリスマス
So this is saying what kind of present do I give my kid? Do you give your kids or someone's children, perhaps, on Christmas? Have a Christmas party every year. Okay. 毎年 interesting. 毎年クリスマスのパーティーがあります。Yeah. Alright.
毎年
毎年クリスマス。Oh, we don't need to know? Okay.
パーティー
パーティーがあります。Hello there, Cozy. Hello. We're talking about Christmas today. Gift giving and receiving. How are you? Let's see. 毎年クリスマスパーティーがあります。Fair enough. Picture books are nice presents, aren't they? They really are for your little niece and nephews out there. Let's see. You're good? Excellent. 絵本はいい Wait, is E? Yeah, we're fine. 絵本はいいプレゼントですね。You've been out. What have you been out about doing?
絵本
はいいプレゼントですね。Alright. So, pretty slow going right now. Not too bad. We had Akemasu. 絵本 Wait, is that it? Huh. Okay. タブレット
タブレット
Oh, タブレット Oh, I was gonna go up and say タブレット But it's タブレット we're gonna need more samples. Okay.
タブレット
Yeah, タブレット instead of タブレット Thanks, Cozy. Oh, you just reminded me that I didn't do something yesterday. So I looked at the Fisher thing because Fanny asked. I also forgot to look at the emote thing that Jake asked, so I'll have to remind myself. I forgot a few things. Alright. タブレット Yeah, タブレット as opposed to タブレット Fair enough.
韓国のタブレット
韓国のタブレット Interesting. Korean tablet. Which Korean tablet would we be talking about? There are a couple Korean tablets actually. I'm guessing this, based on the image. Obviously we're talking about electronic tablets.
おいは5歳です。
おい Interesting. おいは5歳です。 That's someone else. It's another family member. A nephew?
おい
Oi. Yeah. But I know this is stereotypical, but when you think of like meh, right? Meh is like, oh, okay, alright, meh. You know, our niece, they're about middle of the ground, like pretty conservative, not too hyper, not too depressed. And then you go to the nephew's like, oi. Yikes. Bouncing around, doing backflips, yelling at you. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is obviously I'm making light of the imagery. Yes, Merry Christmas. Although I do have to admit, honestly, I don't visit family during Christmas, so perhaps this will get me in the mood to visit extended family. I do have I have more nieces and nephews than I could possibly even know about, honestly. Like, I'm not well acquainted with my nieces and nephews. Even to my knowledge today, I think I am an uncle to it's probably 9 or 10. So my father's side of the family is very, very big. So yeah. And I'm not acquainted with any of them, actually. So well, maybe I should make up for some lost time. Am I a Christmas person? I really enjoy observing people's Christmas things. I myself, I partake, most celebratory things I partake as a participant, but not as a host. I typically participate in other people's celebratory stuff. I'm not a very celebratory guy myself, though. Each day is pretty special already, so I don't necessarily have to go above and beyond to make my day special. But my participation may make someone else's day special. I help out. So when people want to go out or my family gets invited to things. My parents don't really host things too often as well. I don't really know what I did last Christmas, actually. We'll work on that. Make it something special. This year. Oi wa 5歳です. My nephew, oi. My nephew is 5 years old. I actually have a nephew. Are they 5 now? I think they're 3 years old. I do have a 3-year-old nephew, though. I was there for the nephew's 100-day celebration. I think it was the 100 days. It's a special thing that a very well-to-do, large family does. I think it's, let me see. Day. Yeah, it's a Asian culture. Yeah, in Asian culture, especially Chinese culture, it's very customary to celebrate the 100 day of a newborn child, right? And I remember being there, but I'm pretty sure that's either 2 or 3 years ago. So I do have a nephew that is probably 2 or 3, between the ages of 2 and 3 now. Yeah. Those are really big. These banquets are big. Like, they're really big. Surrounded by tons of peeps. The peeps I don't recognize at all. My father's side of the family is pretty gigantic. Okay. Oi wa 5歳です. Okay, we're good.
おいが2人います。
Daddy, interesting. Oh right, I have two nephews.
おい
おいおい
が
が
2人
二人。
です。
おいが二人です。
おいが2人います。
Oh, います。Oops.
です。
Oh, not.
います。
I was just gonna say, oh yeah, there are two. But iru works. Iru is more appropriate here. Right. Oi ga hitari imasu. There are two nephews, or I have two nephews.
おいが2人います。
おいは弟の子供です。
Where is my fountain pen or brush? I don't have a fountain pen or brush. The nice thing about digital implements is I have all the brushes in the world at the tip of this what do you even call this? Electronic pen. There's a longer answer to this. I don't like materialism. Or like what I mean is I have problems with materialism and managing a lot of like physical goods. So I try to reduce that as much as I can. So I am purely embracing the digital age to reduce, I wouldn't call it waste, but the need to have a lot of physical things, and pens and paper. Oh, those were tough days where I would have, if you have a fountain pen, right, and then you have one type of brush, then it becomes two brushes, then it becomes four brushes, and then it becomes 8, and then you have a full set of 16, and then you have to organize all of them for every use case. That's kind of the madness that I tend to avoid. So nowadays, instead of organizing and acquiring a whole collection of fountain pens and brushes for separate occasions, in a digital software, I can organize those myself. So I organize digital brushes and fountain pens predicated on use and like other people's designs and whatnot. So this right here, one thing right here is sufficient for all the fountain pens and brushes that I'll need for at least the foreseeable future, for the time being. Oi wa, let's see. Oi wa ototo. Oh, ototo. Ototo no kotomo desu. Wait, what am I seeing here? Oi wa ototo no kotomo desu. Okay, hold up. My nephew is my ototo, younger brother's kid. Ooh, this stuff reminds me of all the conversations I have about family members and using like the English system of describing your family members. And I think to this day, it's still a headache regardless. And I talk to my parents all the time because when we have weddings, birthday celebrations and whatnot, you have to sort out all of this stuff with English and Mandarin all the time. Where, okay, so this is, how do I address my grandparents? And then, you have to review it every single time. Ichia, Iba, Iku, Igang, in Fujianese. Because the extended family are Fujianese people. I don't even want to. We're gonna get to it in Mandarin, so whatever those things are in Mandarin, I don't know. I actually legitimately do not have a facsimile or translation for uncle, aunt, and stuff in Zhongwen, right? Just Fujianese. So like Koko, Iko, Ijia, that type of thing. It's all constantly a nightmare. Like my parents, the one that we stop immediately when we get into in-laws. Like I had to describe to my parents what is a brother-in-law and a sister-in-law, and when they were describing Fujianese, it's very different. Like the way to describe the relations of in-laws or within an extended family and like an outside family and an inside family united by matrimony and stuff. Ooh. This is the conversation. My nephew is my younger brother's kid. It's a good one. It's a good one.
かわいい人形。
Kawaii ningyo. Ningyo. Interesting. Kind of sounds like like there's human in it. A kids?
人形。
Dolls. Oh, okay. Interesting. Dolls. Ooh, partner. Oh, that's interesting. Ningyo, so human doll, kind of. Because ningen is close. Interesting. Person thing. Or it kind of sounds like person, right? So doll, interesting. Cute doll. Ningyo.
人形。
Ningyo. Kawaii ningyo. Fair enough.
人形
Ningyo.
息子は喜びました。
Yorokobimashita. Yorokobimashita. Wow, that's really long. Musuko wa yorobimashita. Yeah, yorokobimashita. Interesting. Happy. Looks like it's happy.
喜びました。
Interesting. So to be happy? Huh. Ningyo uses the same first kanji as human? Makes sense. Makes sense. That checks out. Yep. My younger son... No, my son was happy. No younger. There's no modifier for... There's no implicit modifier for musuko. Musuko.
息子は喜びました。
Yeah. Musuko wa yorokobimashita. Yorokobimashita. Okay. My son was happy? I don't like emotions being tentative like that, especially happy.
はい、娘は喜びました。
Okay.
はい、
Right.
娘
娘は喜びました。
喜びました。
喜びました。
はい、娘は喜びました。
はい、娘 this is daughter. はい、娘は喜びました。喜びました。
はい、娘は喜びました。
喜びました。
弟は喜びました。
弟は喜びました。Okay. 弟. Sure. At least they were happy at some point. 210 days to go? Oh, until Christmas. I see.
名にスマホをあげました。
Wait, is that what you're going for? I'm just taking a guess from our last comments. our previous discussion. I didn't actually count the 210 days. 目にスマホ Wow. スマホを開けました。Honestly, wow, this makes me feel a wee bit old. Just a wee bit old. I don't think I've ever considered a gift for my niece as a smartphone. Just a wee bit old now. 目にスマホを開けました。Dang. I want to be a cool uncle, but holy heck, I'm not sure about that one. More like an eto. I gave my niece a smartphone. I gave to my niece a smartphone. Really highlighting that whoa, the O. Really highlighting the O. I gave to my niece a smartphone. Oh wait. Just kidding. I gave a smartphone to my niece. Just kidding. That's English phrasing for you. Yeah, I gave a smartphone to my niece. Because you're giving the object. And the moment I said the O particle, I'm like, no wait. Yeah, my bad. I gave a smartphone to my niece. Okay. Oi, look at that face. Oi ni midori no. Okay, midori no seta, parka. Neither jaquetto. Oh man, jaquetto. Come on, you could have went with a parka just to review, or I mean, I guess it doesn't look like a seta. I kind of see that it might potentially have a hood though. That kind of looks more like a hoodie, even though parka is a different type of hoodie still. Or a different type of thing with a hood. But they went with
ジャケット。
ジャケットをあげました。Okay, fair enough. 緑のa green ジャケット。
いとこは喜びました。
Okay. いとこ。Oh, we can finally use this. They added this family member, like a family noun, randomly, along with grandparents in separate units, actually. いとこは喜びました。
いとこは喜びました。
いとこは喜びました。It's a little bit of a mouthful at the moment. Okay, my cousin was happy, sure. Getting the output repeats.
弟に人形をあげました。
弟に人形をあげました。Alright. 本当ですか？私の妹も5歳です。That's not. いいですね。いいですね。弟さんは何歳ですか？ Wait. Hold on. I guess the distinguishing factor here is the second response talks about imoto as opposed to ototo, to relate. So I mean the bottom one is kind of okay if it was ototo, right? To make it slightly relevant. But ii desu ne sounds good. I mean honto desu ka kind of works too as a response, as a conversational response. Here, ii desu ne. Ototo-san wa nansai desu ka? How old is your younger brother? This person said I gave my younger brother a doll. I gave a doll to my younger brother. Sounds good. Or neat. Neat. I usually ii desu ne, I feel is more equivalent to my usage of the English word neat. Like, oh, interesting. Neat. Instead of saying, I guess it would be kind of awkward in the sense of Japanese to say omoshiroi desu. Omoshiroi desu. Ototo, and then just randomly ask how old is your... How old? I almost feel like there's some shade being thrown here, asking how old their younger brother is. I wonder how flexible ningyo is, because I don't know what you call figurines. So I'm curious how flexible or how generalizable the word ningyo is. Yeah, like an action figure. Exactly, Greg. My very first thought. I mean, because we're trying to contextualize into Japanese, right? So I'm curious how flexible ningyo is. It could be referring to an action figure or even like a miniature or some sort of collectible, and not just simply a doll. Human shape, yeah, I figured. Yeah, so it definitely has some flexibility based on it. So it might not necessarily... So the reason why I'm saying this is Duolingo is interpreting, right? Duolingo is interpreting. So they choose an interpretation and they might change up the interpretation over time.
Yo.
But for the time being, it's very not clear how flexible this thing is. Whenever you're thinking about objects and nouns, you have to contextualize the culture behind the object and noun, much like any English word, right? When if a Japanese person comes to the United States and we talk about driveways, what do they think of when they think of driveway? You might be thinking, oh yeah, they know. You have to think about Japanese, how Japanese structure is. What do you think a driveway looks like to a Japanese person? Right? And then what a driveway is like to the country they're going to. What kind of doll did you give? Okay. All right.
どんな
That's a fair question. Dona ningyo. Dona ningyo. Where's ningyo?
人形
Ningyo. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess we're going with...
を
Oh. What was it? Agemashita ka?
あげましたか
Agemashita ka? Dona ningyo o agemashita ka? Did you give? Yeah. I gave a tablet to my daughter. I feel like Duolingo is trying to like blast me in the face like, hey. You're an adult now. You should be giving tablets and smartphones to your little ones. Like, yeah, the time has changed. It's been a while since I've actually purchased a gift. Like a gift of something like this. Musume.
娘
musume
に
ni how do they want it? Tablet. Tablet.
タブレット
Oh, tablet. Tablet
を
をあげました。
あげました
Okay. All right.
お茶
Ocha. Oh, hey, we got Ocha. Finally. Wow. So this now we got Ocha. Gohan was the oldest before, but now Ocha. We're still waiting on sushi. Still waiting on sushi, but we got Ocha. Profit. One of the first two words you learn in Duolingo is Ocha and Gohan. Ocha and Gohan and Mizu, but we already have Mizu. So here we go. It's coming full circle. Okay. Oh, interesting.
お金
Okane. Nope. Don't know what that
お
is.
香
Oko? No.
お寺
We do know Otera. Maybe that's the same
Ocha.
Otera. We'll find out in the future. Stay tuned for the next episode on Dragon Ball Z. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
お茶
Ocha.
お茶
Belto. No, it's not. Beruto. Okay, Beruto. No, fair enough. I'll take it.
ベルト
Oh, Beruto? Okay. Alright. My grandmother. Aw. Soba.
祖母
Sobo, sorry. Sobo. Oh. You know what? Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. Sobo. Alright.
祖母は68歳です。
Sobo wa dokju. Oh man. Dokju hat. Wait.
祖母は68歳です。
Hot side this. This is new. Hot. I heard hot sai. Right? Or, you know, I heard this. Right? Keep messing up. Right. I heard this. Hot sai. So that's actually new. This part is actually new. They don't not consistently highlight euphonic changes or anything like that or counters anymore, really. Sobo wa ruk ju sai desu.
祖母は68歳です。
Hot sai desu. Yeah. 68歳です。祖母は68歳です。Okay. My grandmother is 68? 68 years old. Fair enough.
革のベルト、
革のベルト。Leather. Kawa. That's so interesting. We'll find out if they have different kanji or not. For now, it overlaps with the hiragana overlaps with kawa, but we also have the kanji for kawa. So we'll find out. That's why river is on there. When it says leather and then river, that's why that's on there. Because of the hiragana. So, kawa no belto.
革のベルト、
Belto. Okay. Belto.
革
革のアクセ
Kawa no accessory. Returning returning vocabulary. Accessory.
青いハンカチ
Aoi handkerchief. Handkerchief? Okay. Handkerchief. Okay, handkerchief. Alright. Aoi handkerchief. A non-zero chance that refers to river belt. Oh, interesting. River belt. Oh, that's kind of funny. I haven't even thought about that. All right, you get extra points. That's a pun right there, and that's really funny. That's a English Japanese pun. Actually, I love it. Interesting. A river belt. Nice. Aoi handkerchief. 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 Oh man, I need to hear
青
that.
いハンカチ
Handkerchief. Alright. Aoi handkerchief. Aoi.
ハンカチ。
Handkerchief.
祖母は綺麗なハンカチが好きです。
Okay.
祖母
Sobo
は綺麗な
ハンカチ
ハンカチ
が好きです。
が好きです。祖母は綺麗なハンカチが好きです。
祖母は綺麗なハンカチが好きです。Alright.
誰にハンカチをあげましたか？
誰にハンカチをあげましたか？母にあげました。母はハンカチが大好きです。Oh, that's cute.
父は母に高いお茶をあげました。
I'm trying to talk a lot lower and not to push too much aspiration through my voice today because it's a little slightly raw in around like specific like this area. It's a little overused from yesterday. So we're trying to be a little bit more mellow today. 父は母に高いOcha, right. Ocha o akemashita. Wait.
お茶を
It looks so congested in the small font size. Ocha o akemashita. Okay. Expensive green tea. That's something I'm used to buying these days. Expensive green tea. That would be something. Or like what was the other one that Chinese people do? Oh, bird's nest. Buy like a full set of bird's nest. That stuff is heckin' expensive. And you know, buy a box of like maybe ginseng roots, bird's nest. I'm old now. I haven't bought gifts for younger people in a while. That's starting to make me think about a part of my life that I don't have yet, that my cousins do, right? They have families now, they have little ones, so you would be more inclined to be in touch with buying gifts for little ones if you're around little ones. But generally speaking, the times when we do these things like gift giving and stuff, they're formalities and traditionalism. So it's often like a housewarming gift or a wedding gift. And oftentimes they deal with health, prosperity, and very lifestyle things. I buy board games though. Board games are things that bridge between the young and the old, right? When you have a family, when you're going to a wedding or something, sometimes board games, things like that, that would insist that there's going to be little ones along the way, that kind of thing. Sometimes. So, 父は母に高いお茶をあげました。Let's see. My father gave expensive green tea to my mother.
姉は祖母にお茶をあげました。
Okay.
姉は祖母にお茶あげました。
I forgot the particle. So, 姉は祖母に姉は祖母にお茶をあげました。Right.
姉は祖母にお茶をあげました。
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 Man, I still need to like smooth it out, but that's okay for now. Who did Daniel give green tea to? I don't know. Who did they give green tea to?
誰？
誰に
ダニエル。
Okay.
ダニエル
ダニエルさん
さんは
ダニエルさん誰にお茶をおけました。 No, not おけました。あげましたか？ダニエルさんはダニエルさんは誰に
お茶
お茶をあげましたか？ダニエルさんは誰にお茶をあげましたか？Leather belt. 革の
ベルト。
ベルト。Alright. Grandfather. 祖父。祖父。
祖父はクリスマスパーティーが好きです。
祖父はクリスマスパーティーが好きです。My grandfather likes Christmas parties. Very nice.
タブレットケース。
Case. Alright. Tablet case. Yeah, you gotta need those, right?
餅を8つ作りました。
Mochi o yatsu. Oh, we're getting there. What the heck is yatsu? It's 8? Yeah, okay. Yatsu kurimashita. Alright, we finally got 8. We graduated to beyond nanatsu. We graduated. We've entered 8. So I'm guessing we're gonna get 9 and 10? Maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned for the next. Stay tuned. Okay. I made 8 mochi. All right. Mochi o yatsu. It kind of reminds me of Yahtzee. Mochi o yatsu tsukurimashita.
カップケーキを8つ作りました。パートナー
Well, we know what partner is.
カップケーキ
カップケーキを
8つ
8つ
作りました。
I was expecting a non-katakana partner, but alright.
カップケーキを8つ作りました。
カップケーキを8つ作りました。
チョコレートクッキーを8つ買いました。
チョコレートクッキー、クッキー。チョコレートクッキーを8つ買いました。クッキー。I bought 8 chocolate cookies. Alright. Short.
兄は可愛いスマホケースを買いました。
兄はかわいいスマホケースを買いました。Alright. My older brother bought a smartphone. Oh, cute smartphone case. Alright.
母に財布をもらいました。
母に財布をもらいました。Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. 母に財布をもらいました。もらいました。母に財布をもらいました。I received or I got a wallet from my mom. Okay. 祖父は青い何をもらいました。What did we get? Kinda looks like a blue belt.
ベルト。
ベルト。
パイを全部で8つ買いました。
パイを bringing back the pie. Interesting. So, パイを全部で Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. パイを全部で8つ買いました。Ooh. Okay, so it's telling me about okay, alright. Nice. I bought 8 pies in total, right? 8つ。パイを全部で8つ買いました。Oh, I saw this image. Alright. The last time they used this image, it was about sending a message. メッセージを送ります。Or 送りました。And Zari was みたいです。Okay. 何をケースは可愛いですね。誰にもらいましたか？ Alright. That's a reasonable question. Who gave you it? Who gave you the case, right? I don't usually use pronouns too much. I refer back to the item for clarity when I'm speaking. So like even if it's implied here, like who gave you it, as in who gave you the case, I would say who gave you the case most of the time. I stray away from pronouns. It provides too much ambiguity, and it's kind of opposite of Japanese in a way, because they stray on ambiguity because it doesn't specify what it is. And if you say it in Japanese, some people will consider it as unnatural Japanese, right? I would say the case again. right? The redundancy in case. I would say, dare, dare ni case, or I don't even know if it works that way, but I would mention a case in the question again. And that's actually something I would say is also unnatural in English speak too. People use pronouns. It, there, like in like substitutions, demonstratives and all that in substitutes, like this and that, it, they, them, all that stuff, right? I tend to remove those things and be specific, and prefer to sound unnaturally redundant and pedantic over being non-specific. And I think that's true for both English and Japanese, or normal or colloquial speak. I prefer to be as specific as I naturally can for myself, so that individuals are not having to misinterpret what I say. That increases redundancy, but it increases the conciseness of your speech. Right. Anyways, sono smaho no case, probably.
スマホ
Sono smaho no case wa kawaii desu ne. Dare ni moraimashita ka?
去年祖父にマフラーをもらいました。
Oh yeah, we don't have kyonen yet. Wait, do we? You could probably combine sen and oh, okay. That explains a lot. Yeah, kyonen sofu ni mafura, oh, that's a great way to bring back mafura o moraemashita. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy, honestly. I'd probably give you an article of clothing. It would be, most of the time I buy sentimental gifts. I don't typically buy functional gifts. I think oftentimes when it comes to people that are close to me, I'm fairly well adjusted, and I feel that the vast majority of the people who are close to me are fairly well adjusted as well. So most of the time we buy sentimental gifts for each other, because pragmatic gifts and functional gifts often can suggest that at the time you're not really well adjusted and there are things that you need pragmatically. But oftentimes I like to say that a gift is something from the heart, but if you need help, it's non-negotiable. As in, what I mean is, you don't need to ask for a gift to be helped by someone you love. You give gifts because they're extra. You don't give gifts because they have to receive gifts. So oftentimes I tend to give sentimental gifts, and if they need help, then I help them. You don't have to wait for a special occasion to make someone feel better, right? So if friends are in trouble or loved ones are in trouble, that's not offset by gift giving. It's extra. Celebrations shouldn't be something to offset someone's lifestyle. Be extra, in my opinion. And I think I'm pretty either naive or like to assume that the people around me, the people that I hold very dear and close to me, are well adjusted, right? And even then, I have a very difficult time still receiving gifts and help from other people that are unsolicited, right? And in part, the people around me are very much similar as well. Getting something really big or something functional and whatnot, there is a habit that the people around me might read into it too much. It's like, am I really in trouble? Like, do people actually think that they're worried about me, right? So you would like kind of read into the gifts. So typically sentimentalism is the goat here. And it could be an article of clothing. Oftentimes it's like a hat or something with the writing on it, something that's creative, right? Something that has intangible value. At least that's how I feel about gifts. If I have to buy a gift, it's gonna be something incredibly, it can be pragmatic, that's a bonus, but generally the gifts would be incredibly intangible. Like, it's a intangible, timeless piece that cannot be reproduced. That's usually how the gift giving works for myself. Personally. 去年祖父に and I don't know how to describe any of that in Japanese yet, so we'll find out if I ever can express what I just expressed in English. I doubt it. Won't stop me from trying though. Okay. Let's see. I got a scarf from my grandfather last year. That's nice. Getting a scarf from your grandparents. I don't know what I was like as a kid receiving gifts. I don't think we received gifts. Most of the time, my family and I, we buy things when we want to, or we try to, like all year round. It's not waiting on a specific time. But that is also possibly associated with the idea that a Chinese household tend not to do these type of things. I think the closest thing of expectation of gifts are red pouches, right? Red pouches for Lunar New Year. That is the closest thing I can remember to something. Birthdays, no, I don't even remember if there was gift giving on birthday. I don't think so. It was largely New Year's. The red pouches. 去年祖父にマフラーをもらいました。
去年母に腕時計をもらいました。
I have a short story about a scarf, but we'll save that for next time. It'll come up again.
去年母に腕時計をもらいました。去年母に
something を時計。
去年母に腕時計をもらいました。
腕時計をもらいました。
もらいました。
腕時計 is a watch. 去年母に腕時計をもらいました。もらいました。I said もらいで。もらいました。去年母に腕時計をもらいました。So I got a watch. I got a watch from my mother last year.
去年母に腕時計をもらいました。
先月兄にスマホケースをもらいました。
先月兄にThat's Duo for you. Duo does this all the time. I'm surprised they didn't pick they pick a vocabulary that starts with ni. What can we say here that would be natural? Do we have an item that you can give that starts with ni? That feels like a normal item to give. The closest I got was ne. Like necklace. They could totally do the knee setup. Cause they like that. I feel like they're doing it intentionally. But I can't think of a present you would give that starts with knee. Nope. Not off the top of my head anyways. Okay. Sengetsu ani ni smaho case o moraimashita. Okay, short. I got a smartphone case from my older brother last month. Oh, those are some other items.
誰にそのスマホケースをもらいましたか？
誰にそのスマホケースを洗いましたか？去年日本の監督の映画を見ました。Interesting. 去年弟に洗いました。Oh, okay. I received it from my. Oh, okay. Yeah. Who gave you that smartphone case? My younger brother gave it to me. Gave it to me last year. Or I got it from my younger brother last year. Fair enough. My grandfather is 70 years old. 祖父は70 70歳です。I don't know for sure if it's 10歳. It sounds fine to me.
祖父は
70歳です。I bought 8 pies in total. Oh yeah, we're going the pair ups now, right? So パイを8つ No 全部で8つ買いました。Alright. Alright.
今年
Kotoshi. Oh. Okay, they're going right in. Kotoshi. Okay.
今年人気
Oh, Ninki. Okay.
今年
Okay.
今年
カイさんにポスターをあげます。
Ai-san ni poster. It's been a while, poster. Poster was introduced on the unit on mediums, so that's the same unit that we got CD, DVD, SF, RPG, and other stuff. Kona, Seru. Let's see. Kai-san ni posterをあげます。Why?
あげます。
Why is that highlighted? Interesting. It might be a tense shift is why they highlighted it.
あげます。
Yeah, it's probably a tense shift. I'm going to... Oh, yeah. I'm going to give a... So, yeah. I'm going to give I'm going to give a poster to Kai.
今年のクリスマスが楽しみです。
Okay, 今年のクリスマスが楽しみです。I heard Tanoshimi so many times. There's so many times in content creation. Tanoshimi desu comes up so much. This is probably an MVP phrase. I'm looking forward to Oh, okay. This year's Christmas? Alright, fair enough. I was gonna say I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to. Oh yeah, you're right. This year's Christmas. Alright, that's fine. I was gonna phrase it differently. Yeah, I would have still went with I'm looking forward to Christmas this year. That's perfectly fine. It's still a subset of Christmas. But this year's Christmas, that's fine as well. I'm looking forward to this year's Christmas. Neat. Neato. Omoshiroi desu. Okay. Kotoshi.
今年
Oh, Kotoshi. I thought it. Oh man, my habit of Atamadaka versus Nakadaka strikes every time with two things.
今年
Three. Sorry, three. Kotoshi instead of Kotoshi. Kotoshi.
クリスマスクッキーが焼きたいです。
Christmas. Sorry. Christmas cookie ga yamitai desu. Oh, yakitai desu. Wait. Yakitai desu. Oh,
焼
interesting.
きたいです。
Yakitai desu. Really? Hold up. Oh, wow. So to roast, to broil, to grill, and to bake, and to toast, and to barbecue. Wow, to toast. I mean, to bake is coupled with grill. Okay. Alright. That's my snobby side coming out to play. I'm like, alright. You grill Christmas cookies? And I'm like, oh, okay. So bake. Interesting. That should be new. This is highlight, please. Coincidentally, I'm using a very similar color to the highlight thing, but okay. Christmas cookie ga yakitai desu. I want to bake Christmas cookies.
誰にそのマグカップをもらいましたか？
Magu cup. Mug. Sorry.
マグカップ。
Magu cup. Mug cup. Okay. Alright. Dare ni sono magu cup. Magu puck. Magu cup o Magu cup o moraimashita ka? Moraimashita? Okay. Who Okay. Who did you get? Oh my gosh. Who did you get that mug from? From whom did you get that mug? Who did you get that mug from? Maku kappu. Okay. Maku kappu o moraimashita ka? Moraimashita ka?
姉に可愛いマグカップをもらいました。
Okay.
姉に
ni maku
マ
cup.
グカップ
Maku kappu. Wait, actually.
可愛い
Kawaii. Kawaii maku kappu o
もらいました。
moraimashita.
姉に可愛いマグカップをもらいました。
Okay. I wasn't listening to the end, so I didn't know if you were giving or receiving. Moraimashita ka? Ane ni kawaii. Ane ni kawaii maru kappu o moraimashita. Okay.
かわいいマグカップですね。
Indeed. はい。はい。去年、彼氏にもらいました。Okay. Received it from the BF.
多
Got it.
分いちごのチーズケーキを焼きます。
Yakimasu. Okay. Now they highlight it, but that's for a tense change. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. 多分いちごのカップケーキを焼きます。Alright. I'm probably going to bake a strawberry cheesecake. Oh, cheesecake. Whoops. I immediately thought cupcake because I wanted to have strawberry cupcakes, but cheesecake. Yeah, cheesecake. I wasn't even looking. Yeah, 多分いちごのチーズケーキを焼きます。Alright, sure. Okay. Cookie. Okay. クリスマスの前に何を焼きます？クッキークッキ
クッキ
ーを焼きます。should be クッキーな。そして何にあげます？ What are we giving this to? We have a monitor. Yep, makes sense. Paredo. みんな works.
みんな
Nice. みんなにあげます。嵐 just stormy, and then ofuro. give the bath. Sure. Okay.
今年はチョコレートクッキーを焼きます。
Okay.
今年
今年はチョコレート
クッキーを焼きます。今年はチョコレートクッキーを焼きます。
今年はチョコレートクッキーを焼きます。
去年パートナーに花をもらいました。
パートナー。去年パートナーに花をthat's cute. Sorry. 去年パートナーに花をもらいました。I got flowers from my partner last year.
パートナー。
Okay, now we're doing the paired up ones, right?
去年
去年
パートナ
ーに
花を
もらいました。 Okay. Kotoshi.
今年
Kotoshi. Kotoshi. Ah, I'm still doing it. Kotoshi. Okay. Kotoshi. Kotoshi wa. We're going to give presents to our grandparents. Kotoshi wa
祖父母
sofubo
Ni.
ni. That's kind of cute. The sofubo thing. Hai. Gambarimasu. Arigato. Notice Susan. How are you? Saikin dou desu ka? Let's see. This year we're going to give presents to our parents. I like that sofubo, sobo, and sofu. Why isn't it like this? You know what? Speaking of Konlang rules, why isn't it like this? Huh? Why isn't it what'd you call it? Anine or something, you know? Anine. Then it's like ani and ane for, you know, for siblings. But then you, what do you get? You get like kyodai. Sorry. We learned grandparent. We learned the sofu and sobo today, and then sofubo like 2 units ago, or 3 or 4 units ago. Okay, all right. Kotoshi. Kotoshi.
今年
Yeah, kotoshi wa sofubo ni presents? プレゼント
プレゼントを
をあげます。
あげます
Alright. You're good? Nice. That doesn't really answer the question. How are things? Oh, you're good. Oh, wait. Oh, Maku-san wa, genki desu. Alright. I really gotta go to the bathroom, so. Sumimasen. I don't know. Toire. Toire ni ikimasu. Oy. Okay. Hello there, XD. Hello. Probably slightly better since you're going and coming back. Oh yeah, that's fair. Going back and coming back. I was gonna say taidama when I came back. Yeah. Returning and stuff. Oh well. How do you know I was returning? I didn't say I was gonna come back, Lotus. How do you know I was coming back, huh? But yes, fair enough. I can't say that yet, Lotus. You're just like my father. Whenever I get up and sit down, I think of this clip. Left to get something and never come back. Oh no. Left to get tabaco. And never imashita. Left to get something and never come. Oh, that's how you say tabaco. Yeah, tobacco. Yeah, I was like, it kind of sounded like Tabasco. I'm sorry, but tabaco. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the short clip thing I was thinking of, apparently Japanese like old people, like old men, make like noises, you know, like filler words, and I forgot what it is. It's something like "oh shit" or something. And this guy was doing a clip of it. It's like, oh yeah, how do you really get into the character? So whenever you like sit down, you like make several phrases when you're sitting down. And I forgot what the phrase was. It sounded something like, oh shit. That's or something like that. And yeah, the sitting down where that's all I think about when I'm sitting. What does ZH stand for? XD. It's Zhongwen. It stands for Zhongwen. That is the international standard for abbreviating for Zhongwen, which is Chinese or Mandarin. You don't use some people might try to use this, which is okay. Like some groups kind of use this. And then this says nothing, and this is something else. So Zhongwen is ZH is Zhongwen. Oh, you were gonna be. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. It could be a dialect too. Yeah. So Zhongwen is the designation because this stuff is. A lot of times they use the most classical one is the 2-letter designations. So I decided to start using 2-letter designations now that I could be referring to more than one language at a time. So JA is that, but in the other 3 groups, JPN is what they JPN is the 3-letter designation that is very commonly used for Japanese. For Mandarin is ZHI, Zhongwen, still for Zhongwen, right? And one group, one like subset uses Qi, but Qi is very. Let's just say that can be confused with a lot of things. So, I actually quite like that they went with ZH for Zhong, because you don't have any other confusions. At least I don't think. In the major category. The macro language category. Yeah, I'm gonna do Unit 1 today. At least we'll try. As a programmer, I think we use CN in your local files. You do. Yes, I agree. For the most part. Yeah, I've used CN as well. I agree. In the local files. Yeah. I think that's still fine in the programming thing because you're using macro. You're referring to macros, like highly influential things. CN could be something else, but I still think CN is fine as well. I don't actually remember what CN stands for in the ISO. the international standard. 2-letter 2-letter ISO code CN. What is that? Oh, it's still acceptable. It's ZH or CN. ZH or CN. It appears here. The reason why I'm using ZH is because it reminds me of Zhongwen. And also, actually, ooh, it's even better, actually. I think I might start using CN instead, because CN stands for the Mandarin, and there's Zhongwen for HK, so that gets deeper, actually. So maybe not. Maybe I'll start using CN. That's a good point. So CN, the designation, the 2-letter designation for Mandarin, or People's Republic of China, right, is this. And then for Hong Kong, which is probably Cantonese, it's Zhongwen HK. And these are the macro languages, right? Macro languages. However, there's no other, like, you know, the micro languages, like, I don't know what Fuzhou would be. Fu. the Fuzhou dialect. ZH-FU. That's pretty funny. I think I'm gonna switch to CN then. I think CN is better. Makes sense. Oh yeah, EN versus US. Yeah, and EN. Yeah, true. So that's why they use EN. This relationship is actually kind of different too. I think I'm gonna use CN. CN's a good one. So let's adapt. CN's good. It differentiates. So because I think Duolingo doesn't. I would be floored if Duolingo did change it up and include like explainers between the dialects. I doubt it. So let's swap it up to CN. That's a good one. That's a very good point. Man, you learn so much when you start talking to people. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I like CN because it would differentiate between HK. Although I am probably going to talk about HK sometime, and FU obviously, because it's too good to pass up.
祖母は綺麗なハンカチが好きです。
祖母は綺麗な Oh yeah, hankachi. Oh man, that's the new vocab, right? Hankachi. Hankachi.
祖母は綺麗なハンカチが好きです。
Yeah, hankachi ga suki desu. Okay. My bobo, my grandmother. My grandmother. My grandmother. My grammar. My grandmother likes pretty handkerchiefs. My grammar likes. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's cute. Partner ni. Oh, okay. Akai hana o akemasu. Cute.
Hana.
I like gift giving. This topic is fantastic. Giving and receiving, I can mellow with this all day long.
祖母に温かいマフラーをあげます。
Sobo ni atatakai. Wait. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's a little weird, but that's fair. Sobo ni atatakai mafura o akemasu. I'm, let's see, going to give a warm scarf to my grandmother. Hana kanji was introduced with hanami, but in the kanji section it's not there. It's weird. Yes, it's the second. Yeah, it's the second case next to ue, right, in akaru, and hana looked something like this, which I don't really know how to do, and then I don't remember. It kind of looks like, I don't know, something. I'm making up things on the bottom, but I remember the little radical on the top. Oh, it's oh yeah. It's right. It's this thing. And I don't know what the stroke order is yet. This might be right to left and then down, but yeah. Yeah, hanami was introduced, but no kanji section for it. It's a little bottom on the right. Yeah, sort of. Oh, so then it's this way. Yeah, then it's this way. Probably. At least that's the stroke order I'm used to seeing. I don't know if these two strokes, and I don't know this radical either. So I don't know if it's these two and then you cut through them. This radical is familiar. And this one reminds me of up here. Whoops. Like right here. Right here. In Kai. Right. So this radical right here. So it would be this. You would do this stroke, then wrap it around. Yeah. I don't know. They skipped it. Weird. Weird. That is very, very apt, XD. Very apt. Sofu wa aoi. Sofu wa aoi. Aoi beruto. Beruto.
Beruto?
Yeah, beruto. I really am focusing a lot on trying not to automatically lean on atamadaka versus nakadaka. It doesn't mean that I can predict or I have enough intuition between the two yet, but I lean heavily on assuming it's beruto as opposed to beruto.
Beruto?
Yeah, beruto as opposed to beruto.
Beruto?
Yeah, beruto. Right. Anyways, sofa aoi. Sofa aoi beruto o moraimashita. Moraimashita. Okay. Aoi.
いつも子供に絵本をあげます。
いつも子供に絵本をあげます。絵本をあげます。いつも子供に絵本をあげます。I gave picture books. Okay, sure. To my kids. I always give. I don't know how I feel about that. All right. I always give picture books to my kids. All right. My Toshi. 毎年目に何の絵本をあげます。Oh, right.
スペイン語
Of all the choices, スペイン語。スペイン語の絵本をあげます。絵本をあげます。スペイン語。Of course it's スペイン語。
革のベルト。
Oh, we're already hitting a repeat. Huh. 革のベルト。ベルト。
チョコレートクッキーを8つ買いました。
Alright, we're already repeating. Huh. チョコレートクッキーを焼きます。Oh no.
8つ
焼きます No?
買いました。チョコレートクッキーを8つ買いました。
I keep trying to say like, are we gonna bake? Are we baking? Are we cooking? Are you gonna let me cook? No, we're buying.
チョコレートクッキーを8つ買いました。
Alright, we're buying. What you selling? You know?
あ、いい靴ですね。
いい靴ですね。Alright. I wonder if this is焼きたいですか？はい。焼きたいです。I really enjoy baking. If only it didn't take so much time. And what I mean is not time in the sense that you're doing a lot of work, but you have to wait on things, right? And a lot of times it would be kind of neat to be able to. I don't have like obviously it's my parents' kitchen. I would love to have a modernized kitchen where kitchen, right? A modernized kitchen where I can integrate some sort of productivity while also baking, because baking is a patience game. It's a game where you want to make sure your timings are great and whatnot, and there's a lot of downtime. So it's not rigorous or difficult. You can't rush baking though. In my opinion, you can't rush baking. It's kind of like going into your laboratory and expect your cells in your incubator to magically reproduce if you try to coax them into reproducing faster. You have to wait. You have to cook. You have to let it cook. Baking would be wonderful. I always thought about starting a sourdough starter, and then just keeping that sourdough starter for the rest of my life and handing down the sourdough starter. That's kind of like one of those sentimental gifts that I was talking about earlier. Like what would be something that is so me to show people the fruits of my labor or the fruits of my skills, right? If I had a baking kitchen or a kitchen equipped with proper baking tools and things I can utilize, I'd probably start keeping a permanent sourdough culture starter. And over time, anyone who meets me, I would bring my sourdough starter and maybe like a bit of it, or first, offer sourdough to like a housewarming gift. Like I would come to your house, I would bring nice, wonderful sourdough bread, and then I would also bring the starter with like a fun little quick guide to maintaining the sourdough and encouraging other people to like, do you like the sourdough? Here's the starter for it. That's kind of something I would do. Sourdough, objectively the best bread. The nice thing about sourdough, in my opinion, is not necessarily the starter thing, but the sentimentalism that sourdough also represents as well. Your ex made the best bread with spent beer hops, though. I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. You got the fizz, right? The quote unquote hack. Find sources of fizz and your favorite beverage with fizz. You can do some very nice little nuance flavoring for the bread, especially beer hops. Yeah, sourdough would be my sentimental gift as a baker. If I had baking skills, I have I don't have baking experience. Rarely have I ever lived in a place where I could bake. Like, what I mean is, barely functional ovens. Most of my life, we've been around barely functional ovens, and baking is not really the fallback for Chinese families. It's more like the countertop stuff. Your wok. Your wok is your default. Go fund me oven. I need to move to have an oven. But it would be nice. But you know what would be really cool? I don't know if you can transfer sourdough. You can transfer sourdough, right? That would be kind of neat. Do like a sourdough thing or like a baking thing and then send like sourdough to people for like just to spread, encourage other people to make bread. It's like, here's a part of the sourdough. Let's all expand this culture. Which, by the way, some of the most famous sourdoughs, like the product, right? The product, the bread, some of the most consistent bread in like industry all come from specific starters. So that particular characteristic taste of like your favorite bread or specific types of dough and whatnot, they originate from a culture. And to keep the taste consistent, that culture itself is distributed and maintained. So it's pretty cool. Bread is a living organism, so like the stuff that is involved in the bread process, we must not forget that they are living organisms. It's kind of cool. I like it because there was a time when I was trying to select for a lab to do research, right? I actually spent a rotation in a yeast lab, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, right? A yeast lab. And you start thinking about bread. I mean, the lab kind of smells like it. not in the sense you would think, more like fermentation kind of thing. Anyways, nice trip down memory lane. Okay. Good socks. These are nice socks. Nice socks, isn't it? These are nice. Okay, nice socks. Good socks. What do we have? Kyonen partner kara. Oh. Kara moraimashita. Moraimashita. Interesting. So they use kata this time. Hello there, Jack. Hello there, Jack. Can you make a comment on this? Do you think are they interchangeable in this situation, Lotus? Kata and ni? I only know the ni part. I didn't realize you could use kata. Kata is actually new to me. The ni thing is not new. I already knew outside of Duolingo. But kata, interesting. I mean, it does go with I got them from my partner. You would use kata? Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm sorry, I honestly don't know a lot of Japanese. Oh, yeah, no worries, Jack. I'm sorry. I'm also talking to Lotus over on Twitch. Lotus is someone who is a bit more knowledgeable. Yeah, I would use kata as well for receiving. Lotus. So is this the case where I could use ni for giving, but I could use kata for receiving? Because that would be my natural inclination. Yeah, okay. So you pretty much filled in what I was saying. Yeah, exactly. On the grammar side, it would be grammatically correct for either, but I prefer to use kata. And this is the first time I saw the phrasing. So ni was used for giving and receiving by introduction, and tofuku and others say like you can do that, but I would prefer to say kata when I'm receiving something. So that's more natural to me to say kata, even in English, right? Because you could say I. Yeah, the preposition is it just
誰にそ
modifies
のバッ
itself.
クパックをもらいましたか？
Yeah, you can use ni. I know XD. I already explained that earlier. I already explained how ni works when it comes to destination. But this is not about destination. This isn't about grammatical correctness anymore, which is what I mentioned just now. But more about the essence. The essence. I prefer kata over ni. Kind of like borrowing you, right? The idea of borrowing you something versus lending you something. It's actually quite similar on the perspective. So where it's from or to something. Here, the main difference in nuance is that ni suggests direct contact with the giver, whereas kata just indicates the source of the giver. Oh, interesting. So the main difference in nuance is that ni suggests direct contact with the giver, whereas kata just indicates the source of the gift. Oh. Actually, interesting. When would you ever have direct contact with the giver in which you say you received it? Would that be something interesting to say? Like, oh, someone gave you something, say, oh, I have gotten this now from you, right? So you say that like as though like I've received the message or something in direct contact with the giver, but I rarely could see a situation where I would express something about a gift in which I had direct contact with the giver in the expression, if you know what I mean. I could see someone like serving you a court order and you're saying, I have received this from you, if you know what I mean. Like, oh yeah, I have received the message, got it. Like I imagine them handing it to you versus them leaving you something. Oh, okay, that's fair. I'm thinking more like time lapse. So I'm thinking like figuratively. Figuratively in timescape. So like if someone asked you a question, ask you a question, right? However, they weren't there to witness it. So I would use kata, or at least I thought I would use kata. But maybe we're digging too deep into this, right? Because they're not there to witness the direct contact. And then when you're describing it, you're not having direct contact with it's like a thing that happened in the past. But man, there's so much talk. You pretty much just use kata. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll have to read more on it. I'm really curious about this one. Not that it matters too much at the moment functionally. I just think it's really neat. There's so many dimensions of receiving and gifting. Dare ni. Are you? Hot dog. What are you, hot dog? Is that hot dog? No, that's not hot dog. That's. Wait, let me hear this.
誰にそのバックパックをもらいました
Oh,
か
backpaku. I forget. Backpaku. Alright, they threw it back. Every time I see that tutsu, I feel like they are trying to strong arm hot dog, but this time they went with backpaku. It's fine. Like I received a hot dog. Or popcorn. Okay, alright, let's focus. 誰にそのバックパックをもらいましたか？姉にもらいました。Fair enough. Backpack を買います。Wait. Honestly, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. You could say something like ie, right? You could say ie, backpaku o kaimashita, or something. If this was in the past tense, right? You could say like ie, kino backpaku o kaimashita. Like, no, I bought it yesterday. I bought the backpack yesterday. And it would be totally fine. Because they said like who, but it's like no. You got it all wrong here. Ie, kino backpaku o kaimashita. I bought the backpack yesterday. Anyway, sorry. It's fine. It's a deep rabbit hole, e.g. complexity of describing two non-people giving gifts. Oof. Alright. Well, we won't ever talk about that, okay? I'm not here for complexity. I'm just gonna call you a pep and be done with it, you know? Sometimes there's too deep. You may never come back out. Alright. My older sister gave it to me. Or I got it from my older sister, my bad.
誰にそのスマホケースをもらいましたか？
Okay. Sure. 去年弟 Okay, 弟にもらいました. That works.
弟に人形をあげました。
弟に人形をあげました. Or あげました. Dang it. I said okay. あげました. いいですね。弟さんは何歳ですか? Oh yeah, this is the weird. A little weird. Just a little weird. But I think there's some shade being thrown around, or some patriarchal projection throwing around. Alright. Kanji. What do we got in our lesson plans? Oh yeah, that's right. Ocha. We finally got Ocha. No, that's right. Ocha. Oh, that must be the same radical as Ana.
お茶。
Oh, this one's weird, actually. Okay.
お茶
Oh, so you cut through the line.
お茶
Okay.
お茶
Not the same, but similar. I don't know if it's the same yet.
お茶
I didn't take a quick look at it.
お茶
Or a thorough look at it.
お茶。
Okay.
お茶
Oh,
お茶
those are not stroke order. I knew I was gonna screw that up.
お茶
Okay. All right.
お茶
お茶、
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 お茶
お茶お茶
お茶
お茶
お茶、
It's the same particle. Okay. Oh, and kusa. Oh, okay. Or same radical, rather.
What?
Ridiculous. How could that be?
お茶、
Just kidding.
お茶、
I like the symmetry in this
お
one.
茶
お茶
It's very pleasant looking.
お茶
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 お茶、
I'm trying to refrain from my natural drawing tendencies.
お茶、
Like when I draw, I make vertical lines before I make horizontal lines. But when I'm writing, I have to make sure I don't do
Get
that.
more with super
Yeah, another time.
お茶お茶
お茶
お茶
お茶、
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 お茶
お茶
When you know you're going to have something delicious. Oh, when you... Oh, okay. Wait. What does it mean when it stands alone? When you E up?
お茶
Does it still mean something? Oh yeah, it's just T alone, right? Oh, it's just a honorific, so it's still cha, ocha, or it's still cha, like T as a standalone, right? Or am I being a pep? Right? Oh, it's just honorific, right?
お茶
Oh, okay. I sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not too confident. So, okay. Nice.
お茶
Yeah, dude, when you have tea, you know you're getting some good stuff.
お茶、
お茶、
Dude, now I want some dim sum. I know we're talking about Japanese here, but man.
お茶、
Every time they break out like that really standard, maybe not so clean, like container
お茶
container of jasmine tea, right? You know carts are coming by. And you know I'm gonna be hitting up that dim sum. Okay. Maitoshi. Maitoshi. Wait. Yeah. Ocha. Okay.
お茶毎年
Maitoshi.
毎年
Okay.
2月
2月 昨日
昨日食べ物毎年お茶毎年毎年
Okay. Ocha.
毎年
Alright.
毎年明日 お茶
Ocha.
毎年
Maitoshi.
飲み物
I was thinking of something else.
週末
Shumatsu.
お茶お茶
え
2月
Nigatsu.
先週
Senshu.
お茶
Ocha.
ご飯
Gohan. Oh, Gohan and Ocha. Where's my Mizu? Mizu.
毎年
Maitoshi. Just bring him all. We still haven't gotten sushi yet. Maito.
毎年2月
Nigatsu.
先月
Okay.
お茶
Okay.
毎年
Mm-hmm.
飲み物
Alright. Alright. Wow, that completed really fast though. Okay. Ninensei.
2年生
Okay, I see.
毎
Maitoshi.
年2年生
That's a pretty alright way to do it.
2年生
Okay. Maitoshi.
毎年2年生
Alright.
2年生毎年毎年
Okay.
毎年 3年生何年生2年生2つ
Tatsu.
毎年毎年話ご飯3日間
Ikakan.
2年生毎年2年生
え
2年生
二人
二年生4年生毎年1
一
年
年生
毎年毎年
え
2年生
Alright.
毎年
Uh-huh.
実会1年生
It's Jukai.
電車
Right.
Get more with Super.
Nothing like alternative reading. Right.
毎年
Maitoshi. Okay.
四
4年生. Sure.
毎年4年生2年生何年生
3年生. Yeah. Okay.
年生
Okay.
毎年
Oh. Monka? Why is that curl? Oh, they're using an older version. Oh no. Oh wow. Having it bend that way made everything so confusing. Oh no.
毎年
Okay.
4年生
Oh, I was totally not gripping my pen properly.
2年生
2年生
毎年 4年生1年生何年
Alright. Wow, we still got more time. 何年生
な
Yeah, you gotta bootstrap through all of them. We only have these 4 so far. My kanji app is super specific about how... Okay. Why it's written. The little curves on the inside boxes are sort of particular. I see. I see. Interesting.
毎年何年生4年生
Oops.
何毎年
Toshi. I kind of like pick my favorite, and then it's usually like whatever I feel. I feel the thing that's closest to how I feel is what I end up settling on. But I have nothing to settle on yet. That kanji is the most recent kanji that I learned outside of Ocha. It's the one before, so I haven't really settled on anything at the moment.
何年生
So just filling it out.
何年生毎年
My Toshi.
ま
1
1年生4年生
9年
何年生毎年毎年
Oh, I'm getting slower because multiple readings take a while.
年毎年
Okay, my Toshi. Obviously, they're doing this on purpose, right? It's a lot harder when you're primed with a different read before reading something else than reading something in context, right?
何年生
So I personally think it's pretty cool.
4時間
It gets you to like not get complacent.
休み中山
You don't get complacent based on, oh yeah, well everything always clusters together and
何
whatnot.
年生
At least in my opinion, it's a fun way to
何
make it gamery.
何年生生
Probably not functional. Like it doesn't really have too many pragmatic use.
2年生
Ninense, like in the long run, right?
1年
If
生
you're talking about like speaking and stuff, you wouldn't find these. You wouldn't find these things next to each other too often.
毎年
My Toshi, you have to try really hard.
何年生
Yeah.
3年
Ninense.
毎年
So this could be considered unnatural practicing, right? For those sticklers who are talking about natural and colloquialisms.
毎年
My Toshi. For me, I think it's fun.
毎年
I know I've been talking about natural and unnatural a lot of times, but learning, there's also natural learning and unnatural learning. And natural learning is what most people are referring to indirectly as language learners. Like, oh, this isn't natural Japanese, so you're not learning naturally, as in you don't learn the context in which it is naturally shown. Well, when you're using Anki and all the other stuff, that's not a natural way to learn as well. However, you still use it. So there's ways to bridge things from the unnatural and the natural. Really, it's different and not different are the words, right? Anki is, you don't sound like that when you're talking. So technically, all the tools that are very great, and some people say help with naturalness, the way it's learned is not natural. Like spaced repetition is not a natural way of learning. It's a unnatural way. But since it's normalized, then it's the natural way of learning. Like a lot of people do it, right?
毎年
My Toshi.
7分2回何年生本
Like this is pretty unnatural. You wouldn't very irregularly you would see these 5 things together in one context. So is it useful? Is it not? I think it's fun. If it's fun, then it's useful to me. It produces associations that I can leverage, right? So knowing natural things and knowing unnatural things are both things that you can leverage. At least if you find a creative way to do so. If you do not, then yeah, it's a waste of time. So ask yourself if you're creative enough to link all of them or not. If not, Probably a waste of time. Because you think it's a waste of time. If you think it's a waste of time, don't do it. It makes you feel bad and you probably won't gain anything from it. All right. Now the review. We have 5 lessons and then we're going to switch gears, right? We're going to switch gears for the first time. I'm a little bit nervous, but also nervous in a really excited way, right? So let's see. I think maybe we'll do 4 lessons. The second day is really short. We'll see. I almost feel like I want to stagger them, like learn new Mandarin words on the days I'm not learning new Japanese words. Oh, we'll have to think about that in the future too. There's so many unknowns right now. Maitoshi.
毎年
Maitoshi.
かわいい名がいます。かわいい
me がい
が
ます。
います。かわいい名がいます。
Alright. Cute niece. Okay, 目はもう4歳です。It's still young. Right? Yeah, it's probably young. We already had this.
メイはもう4歳です。
いつも子供に絵本をあげます。
Okay.
いつも
いつも
子供に絵本をあげます。いつも子供に絵本をあげます。
いつも Sorry, I got distracted
日
by
本語
Nihongo.
日
I'm
本
like,
語
I didn't,
日
know.
本語
That's fine too.
日本語
Oh, you know what would be really fun? You know what would be really fun, Lotus? If Duolingo do tier points. And what do I mean by tier points? There are near ideal responses, ideal responses, and plus responses. And what do I mean by that? I mean, so there are you could have, so near ideal would be the grammatical, like the bare bones, kind of like a combo system, or the mod system. So then you have ideal, which is this, right? But then it would incentivize a larger word bank, right? Then they could have like extra words where you can like legitimately place them in for flavor, and you get bonus points on the extra words. Obviously this is like much later, like we're talking about like section 3 plus, right, when you have more words to use. So that would be really sweet. That would be a gamification for sure. It's like kind of like stat lines and results from roguelike games, right? Because roguelike games are predicated on your build. So how you build things lead to point values, and how your decision making lead to point values, like your path, your clear time, and whatnot, right? When you incentivize how to be more creative, you can inject extra variances of the same words. So your word bank is still not like, it's not going to increase, as in you don't need more resources to increase and introduce words at a faster pace. But what happens is you can have flexibility, near correct answers, or near ideal is more the word, near ideal. And then you have below minus, like minus and plus, and then you have on board. That would be pretty sweet, because the moment I thought about this is like, well, you could stick this in here and it would be acceptable, right? Or actually, you might have to add a no here, right? So what happens is it can encourage people to make bigger, transformative sentences. So you can have structures where like, okay, well,
いつも子供に絵本をあげます。
okay, you have this baseline. This is the ideal response. Is there anything else in the word bank that can be plus? As in, you can add more to it. And then when people make errors, you can subtract as well. So it'd be like, and then you can switch your heart system to fractional heart system, like Legend of Zelda kind of thing. And then we'll be getting into some wicked flexibility. Like you take a quarter hearts, right? You lose quarter hearts, and that is like indie game heaven right there, where you start doing flexibilities, so you can overperform and you can underperform, like days when you're feeling a bit lazy, you know how roguelikes, you get like, oh yeah, today I don't want to be like massively dodge tanking, so I'm just going to tank it up. Let's do an HP build, right? So what happens, in my opinion, is it feels like each of your lessons will change from day to day and from lesson to lesson, even though the actual content doesn't change. Like the pool of the content doesn't change. And as you're growing up, as you're getting bigger, right, as you get to section 2 and section 4, much like roguelike games, it's the permutations that increase, but the mechanical output is finite still. So that would be really sweet, because I would love them to encourage people to add their own stories. And that's what I've been thinking about for a while. Like, how do Duolingo, since Duolingo isn't providing the stories, I'm having internal monologue with myself. That's how I encourage memory for myself. But how do you do it in a game designing way using the systems they already have in place, right? It would be really sweet if they add like, or they could separate it. They could add a separate box, left and right, and filled with adjectives and nouns. For example, they can swap up the category. This is kind of like a build choice, right? Your build choice. So what happens is, okay, you can still do the same thing. This, if you stick to this middle screen, it's always the same. Like, stick with your old Duolingo. You don't want the option of doing it. However, you can get bonus points or lose points by taking a risk and adding an adjective and a noun from all your other units up to this point into the sentence without the guide of an audio thing for this specific prompt. That would be pretty sweet. That's like a gambling high. Like games like, oh, do you want to make this harder? For more rewards? That's kind of thing. I think Duo has a good setup for this. You have bonus point things, like, how in roguelike you open a door. It's like, okay, which door are you gonna pick? The left one is harder, the right one, and then it gives you like probabilities and bonuses and rewards. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You can have a static. You can even keep this static for the whole lesson, because you can easily categorize adjectives that will always be relevant and nouns that will always be relevant to a theme. And what's even better is this whole thing here, if it stays on the screen and the middle flaps open, right, it's a permanent memory. It's a permanent memory bank. So not only are the person constantly staring at a bank on left and right, they will continue to associate how they can flex the sentence structure. Oh man, there's so many good ideas. I really hope the people at Duo is able to like blend video games with language learning, because there are so many things I feel as a gamer. If you have someone who has a linguistic background but also have the ability to understand what is it that makes video games incredibly engaging, if you blend those two, man, you have like the second coming of Mavis Beacon, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you were old enough, Lotus, but back in the day when I learned typing, it was because of Mavis Beacon. I think that's what it was called. But like there were typing games, and that's where I got my typing proficiency from. And then my math, like there were like math games and stuff. Oh, that stuff is fantastic. Well before the internet and live service models and so that would be pretty sweet. That's and the whole like word bank thing on the left and the right, it's what I'm doing. So I'm doing this all the time. I'm already doing this. However, I think one way to encourage people to keep on making new things to a sentence, to an idea, is how I'm visualizing it. Like when I read this sentence, after I hear it and get the right answer, my first thought goes to, well, what else could I add in this sentence here and here and here that makes it interesting, or even here actually. You know, that to me, I think that's one of the essences of why roguelike games, the structure of roguelike games and roguelike games are fantastic for creative development. Individuals who stray away from that type of stuff, that noise, they tend to be more mechanically focused. So having this as the correct thing to do caters to that. And then giving them a reminder on the side may encourage even those who feel like they're mechanically specialized to want to explore outside of it, right? Instead of sticking to what you already know, you're constantly being reminded, hey, you don't have to constantly stick to what you know. Try a different sandwich someday, or add some pickles to your burger. So anyways, that just dawned on me just now when I tried to complete the sentence without
日本語
like actually remembering the whole thing.
いつも子供に絵本をあげます。
Anyways, that would be cool. I always give a present to my niece. Okay.
メイ、
メイにいつも wait
いつも、
いつも
いつも、
いつもメイにプレゼントをあげます。
あげます。
毎年
They have some, like, they have built-in combo gaming, but I still think that's not sufficient. In fact, the combo gaming is barely visible. So combo gaming, it can be a double edge. However, oftentimes it's a very strong motivator for consistency. And on top of combos, you can do multipliers. And multipliers deal with like bonus action. So expanding on how to make bonus action work into XP is a natural evolution, in my opinion, on how to incentivize and get people to be more creative, right? I think games that can be able to bootstrap that and make each run, each lesson unique without increasing its volume, like the literal volume, is essentially some of the greatest gold standards in indie development. Because indie, it's not the quantity of the content, but the quality of its permutations, like how it builds off of limited quantity. Because, well, you're a small group, you can't constantly be creating unique systems, but creating a system where every additional system has multiplies with all the existing systems. they interact, as opposed to constantly making them separate systems and they don't interact. So you're constantly pressured to make new systems that feel isolated. Combo gaming.
毎年
Oh, I meant to deselect the box and then I clicked on the left side. It's fine.
毎年
毎年週末4月3階
花見
Oh, there's Hanami by the way.
毎年
Okay, 毎年
毎年
クリスマスはメイに何をあげましょうか。去年はおもちゃをあげました。でもメイはもう12歳になりました。CD を買いましょうか。
Interesting. Yeah, they're trying to decide what present to buy. Christmas は目に何を置けましょうか? I keep saying 置けましょう。開けましょうか? 去年はお茶を開けました。でも目はもう12歳になりました。Oh, that's a great way to add that. And then CD を買いましょうか? Yeah, so I don't know what to get, or what am I going to give my niece for Christmas, right? For Christmas. And last year, omocha, sorry, I said ocha. Omocha. Last year I gave a toy, right? A toy. However, or although my niece is now 12 years old, or my niece turned 12, so should I buy a CD? Right? So what present to buy? I said ocha. I'm pretty sure I said ocha. Omocha. A toy. Right? Because they're getting older. What are you gonna get them? Right? Okay. It takes so much longer to translate than just like, oh yeah, that's interesting. Good talk. Nice. Neat. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when I play video games. And I read everything out. So what I mean is, if the game isn't voiced, I read text out loud. So I read story text out loud. That's what it kind of feels like. So, however, translating is an extra step, right? Interpreting is an extra step. So it's always going to be slower, but it provides a lot of extra output and input for your understanding of what is being written. So if you're not actively contextualizing the whole thing going backwards, then you might not actually be doing that, like explaining that, right? So how's that helpful? Well, it's not helpful to learning a new language per se. It's not helpful to making you faster. However, it is making you appreciate knowing how much you actually know. What I mean by that is how actually you know in your own common language. So when I was translating the thing, like actively reading it to myself, all the things I'm skipping over and how I'm summarizing the things is doing what I naturally do in English already. When I read an entire paragraph, I don't read the entire paragraph to someone. I paraphrase it. I summarize it in my own words. So I'm already doing that, and it takes a bit of time and effort to do that when you're reading a Japanese passage. So to me, that makes it even more natural for me to summarize things. So when I'm listening to Japanese, I'm actually not that much slower than if I was thinking in Japanese, because I'm trying to become more efficient. So whenever someone says all this stuff, it's like, well, you said a couple of these things, I get the point. Like that's fine. In a conversation, you aren't hanging. I mean, I like to believe I'm not that important, and other people don't automatically think it's important to hang on every single word, but rather hang on every idea in it. So naturally, when I'm reading those big passages, I'm obviously not saying exactly what it translates to. I'm saying what it interpreted into. So I'm doing my natural thing again, and I really love it. It's such a natural state to be in, where you're reading like 3 paragraphs in Japanese and you're summarizing it in like 5 sentences. It feels so at home now that I'm able to like read a lot but summarize it in a fewer words, or in the words that I choose to summarize. It's becoming more and more flexible over time. And sooner or later, I know that someone's gonna come in and say, well, that sentence didn't really say that. Say, I know. We're not literally translating. We're not translating the thing. We're interpreting the thing. It's a little bit laborious, but if we were translating, I wouldn't spend time translating every word, because I already translated it in my head, or I already heard what they said in my head. Now I want to express it in a different manner, or a manner that reflects my own idiosyncrasy. Anyways, just a fun thought. Let's see. Is it a bad habit? If it's undesirable to you and gets an undesirable result for you, then obviously it's a bad habit. I certainly wouldn't agree right away. 毎年友達にプレゼントをあげます。Or, what are my other choices? Campus. Andインスタント。インスタント。
毎年、メイにおもちゃをあげます。でも来月は英語の絵本をあげます。
Okay. She'll get her niece the same gift as always. A different gift than normal. That's a good one. So every year, everywhere, I give my niece a toy, right? However, next month I'm giving my niece a picture book, right? A different gift from normal. I like it. So毎年目におもちゃをあげます。でも来月Yeah. 来月は英語、English picture for that matter. 英語の絵本をあげます。An English picture book. Neat. Very neat. It's okay. Oh, this is interesting. 去年とても maybe not so much, but understanding the tense or the intent of the sentence defines where you're if you're gonna do maitoshi or kyonen. Because if it's kyonen, you're likely to say ikimashita as opposed to an ongoing thing, right? So fairly nice. Very nice. So maitoshi Christmas party ni ikimasu. Right. Every year I go to a Christmas party. Maitoshi imoto ni ぬいぐるみを開けます。私開けます。I wasn't expecting. Oh, ぬいぐるみ is a really good one.
絵本はいいプレゼントですね。
絵本はいいプレゼントですね。Picture books are nice presents, aren't they?毎年弟におもちゃを開けます。Fair enough.
多分絵本を買います。
多分絵本を買います。多分絵本を買います。絵本を買います。I'll probably buy a picture book. Okay. 英語の絵本。Yeah. Oh, yes.
英語の絵本
Oh, I was thinking 小説 right? A novel. Immediately when I thought of English picture book, like alternative for English picture book. We have a Christmas party every year.
毎年
毎年クリスマス
パーティーがあります。
All right. How far are we? 3 hours? Yeah. It'll be a little bit tough to this. I might do a stagger where I am learning new Japanese words on the day I'm reviewing Mandarin words, so that it balances each other out, because the next day it's going to be shorter. So for now I know how to do it, because next Monday I'll have Neverwinter, so we're gonna have to wait until 4 weeks from now. But we'll keep doing this for now, because there'll be days that are gonna be lined up like that, and there'll be days not lined up like that. So we'll keep to it for now. I gave a tablet to my nephew. Oi.
Oi.
Oi. Oi ni. Taburetto. Yeah, タブレットをあげました。
マスク
Oh yeah, 人形
タブレット
嵐 You and your mountains, Lotus. You and your mountains.
Office.
My nephew is my younger brother's kid. Oh, they didn't go ham and do like other combinations of this. They could have went ham and threw in all the other types of family members. Okay.
Oi.
Wa おいは、
子供、
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 just kidding.
弟の
の
子供で。
です
薬、人形、嵐、
嵐、
マスク、
マスク、
熱、
熱。Okay. おい、
メイ、
めい、
メイ、おい
おい
が2人
二人
います。
弟は喜びました。
Okay.
弟は
よろこ、いや、喜びました。
喜びました。
happy, right? Or was happy.
息子
は喜びました。
喜びました。
めいは人形が好きです。めいは人形。めいは人形が好きです。が好きです。
去年おいに私の古いタブレットをあげました。多分来月は新しいタブレットをあげます。
Aw, that's nice. This person is deciding where to what tablet to give. Wait. Gyonen. Wait. I might have misunderstood it. Gyonen. Oi ni watashi no. Yeah, oi ni watashi no furui tablet o agemashita, right? 多分来月は新しいタブレットをあげます。Yeah, where to buy? Or it's deciding where to buy a tablet? It's more like deciding if they... So last year they gave their old tablet to their nephew, or to my nephew. I gave my tablet to my nephew, right? We're flipping the script. Like, I'm not describing myself, basically. Probably next month I'll buy a new tablet. I'll give a new tablet. What tablet to give? It's not who to give an old tablet to, but what tablet to give? I guess. They didn't ask they were looking for a tablet. I don't know how I feel about that.
娘にタブレットをあげました。娘
にタブレットをあげました。
娘にタブレットをあげました。
Okay, sure. 去年妹に What are you getting? 妹に Okay, 人形をあげました。Fair enough. You get a doll.
どんな人形をあげましたか？どんな人形を
あげました
か？どんな人形をあげましたか？
No, I saw あげましょう and I'm like, that could be possible too. 弟にタブレットをあげました。Fair enough.
私の子供は人形が大好きです。
I saw day on that list. Pretty good. 私の子供は人形が大好きです。Right? My kids love dolls. Alright. Oi. Oi ni ehon o agemashita. はい。
はい。
Sorry. はい。娘
は、
喜びました。
喜びました。
喜びました。That's gonna take a while. 喜びました。Really happy. Okay. Alright.
息子
は Weird flex, man. Weird flex. 息子は本当に喜びました。
喜びました。
Okay, お茶。Or, ベルト。ベルト。ベルト。嵐。ノート。スキル。ティッシュ。私。明日。お茶。毎年。何曜日？
兄は父に革のジャケットをあげました。
Okay.
兄は父に
ジャケット。
兄は父に革のジャケットをあげました。
革。Oh, interesting. 革、ジャケットを
あげました。兄は父に革のジャケットをあげました。兄は父に革のジャケットをあげました。兄は父に革のジャケットをあげました。
兄は父に革のジャケットをあげました。
去年私と妹は祖母に高いお茶をあげました。来週も同じお茶をあげます。
Interesting. Nice drinks as gifts. Sure. Grandma often gets nice drinks as gifts. 去年私と去年私友達と去年私と妹はそばに赤いお茶をあけました。I mean, I didn't try reading that like out loud, but that's kind of a nice thing. 来週も同じ。Oh, 同じ。Oh, that's good. 同じお茶をあけます。So, last year, me and my younger sister and I bought our grandmother, or not bought gave our grandmother expensive green tea, right? Next month we're also going to give the same green tea, right? Same green tea.
母はハンカチが大好きです。
母は
What? 母はハンカチが大好きです。
ハンカチ。
ハンカチ。
大好きです。
が大好き。母はハンカチが大好きです。
祖母は父に革のベルトをあげました。とてもおしゃれでした。父は喜びました。
Okay. Really like the belt. It was a stylish belt, actually. A very stylish one. Quite a stylish belt. So, soba, soba. Soba, not soba, sobo. Like soba, as in soba noodles. So, one day I'm gonna call my, one day I'm gonna be referring to my late grandmother and be like, what do you mean you're soba? 祖母は父に革のベルトを開けました。So, I guess my grandmother gave my father a leather belt. とてもおしゃれでした。It was a very fashionable or stylish. It was very fashionable or stylish. 父は喜びました。My father was happy, right? Really liked the belt. My grandmother likes pretty handkerchiefs.
祖母
は綺麗なベルトが好きです。
ハンカチ
handkerchief. Sorry. Thinking belt.
が好きです。
Still got belt in the head. handkerchief. handkerchief が好きです。Party. Oh, where are we partying at? Party. Party で兄は母にハンカチを開けました。You see what they did there? Yeah, they did it all right. They did it. They're combining the act of the destination of giving a gift with the act of where it's happening. And then distinguishing between day and ni. Because if you had another knee here, like say you had two knees here, there might be a tendency to put knee in both positions, right? Neat, very neat. Who did Daniel give green tea to? All right. Okay.
ダニエル
さんは誰にお茶を開けましたか？
あげましたか？
ダニエルさんは誰にお茶を開けましたか？
でに
Same thing. Only this time it's 姉は父にベルトを開けました。My father gave expensive green tea to my mother. Oh yeah, right. 父は母に高いお茶を開けました。
あげました。
祖母 Yes. 祖母は毎日その そのお茶を飲みます。Yeah?
革のベルト。
革のベルト。Okay. Of how the author uses that handkerchief, handkerchief. Let's see.
父。
Whoops.
よく
父は
ハンカチ
を使います。Okay. Oh, wait. そのハンカチを使います。革のアクセサリー。Okay. 祖父は70歳です。
祖父は70歳です。
誰にそのペンをもらいましたか？
ペン。Okay.
誰
に
ペンを
Oh, are we receiving?
誰にそのペンをもらいましたか？
もらいましたか？
その
誰にそのにをもらいましたか？
クリスマスに映画のチケットをもらいました。映画は明日です。でも明日は少し忙しいです。ナオミさんにあげます。
Regifting the movie tickets. Okay. クリスマスに映画のチケットをもらいました。映画は明日です。でも明日は少し忙しいです。忙しいです。ナオミさんにあげます。Obviously, the intent is noble, right? Regifting is a different. Oftentimes, it's contextualized as, oh, it's unwanted. But in this case, the person is very busy tomorrow. So, for Christmas, right? For Christmas, they received for Christmas, I received a movie ticket. The movie is tomorrow. However, I'm really busy tomorrow. Basically, I'm a bit busy tomorrow. That's what they said. Maybe I should give it to Naomi, right? Or I'm going to give it to this regifting the
ク
movie
ッキー
ticket.
を8つ買いました。
クッキーを8つ
クッキーを8つ買いました。クッキーを8つ買いました。
クッキーを8つ買いました。
クッキーを8つ買いました。
よく小説を読みます。クリスマスに小説をもらいました。とても面白い小説でした。
Hey, they brought in 小説。Yep, 小説。There it is. よく小説を読みます。クリスマスに小説をもらいました。Okay. とても、とても面白い小説でした。Yeah. They got a good book. That's good enough. So I often read novels. For Christmas, I was given a novel, or I got a novel, right? It was a very interesting novel.
カップケーキを8つ作りました。
カップケーキを8つ作ります。
カップケーキを8つ作りました。作りました。
Oh, hey. Wait, now they used up make instead of bake, right? Instead of using bake. Right.
カップケーキを8つ作りました。
Okay. I made 8 mochi. Exactly, 8 mochi.
餅。
Oh, you know what? I'm curious when they're going to... I wonder if there are specifiers for a couple and a few and some, or is it implied? Like if it stays implied. I'm curious if it stays implied. Because if you don't say any, you could imply that they made some mochi. They could say like mochi, I don't know, mochi o skurimashita, right? Skurimashita, and it'd be like I made mochi, or I made some mochi, right? However, I'm kind of curious.
を8つ
Yeah, to
作りました。
skurimashita, to explain like extent. You can place even more extension, but not a lot, not a little, maybe some, maybe a couple, maybe a few. I'm sure there's plenty of more phrases you can swap in here. I made 8 mochi is, I don't know, it kind of sounds very Asian. It's like, nah, I made exactly 8 mochi. Sofu wa omoshiroi ito desu. That works. Oh yeah, tablet case. Okay. Hello, where are you?
タブレットケース
Case. Kawaii, kawaii sofu bowl? No. Kawaii cookie. make 8 grandparents. Make 8 cute grandparents. All right, sorry.
祖父
Sofu kind of sounds like soul food. Sofu.
は
Sofu wa fukuが大好きです。
が大好きです。
兄に、okay. 兄にタブレットケースをもらいました。
先月兄にスマホケースをもらいました。
Okay. I got a smartphone case from my older sister last month. Sengetsu. 祖母にスマホケースをもらいました。
パイを全部で8つ買いました。
パイを全部で8つ買いました。I bought 8 pies, man. That's a lot. Oh, a pen case. Interesting.
どんな
Pen case. Pen case. What kind? In case.
ですか。
でしたか? Was it? Okay.
祖父
祖父はクリスマス。
クリスマス
クリスマス
パーティーが好きです。
Alright. We're getting close. One more
今
lesson.
年、
おと、おとし。
今年、
Right. おとし。
今年、
嵐、
嵐。
川、ス
ス
キル、
キル。
パートナー、ベルト、
先生。毎年。
1
1
日、
日。
今
今
年、
年。
お
お茶。
今年はチョコレートクッキーを焼きます。
Okay.
今年
今年はチ
チョコレートクッキーを
を
今年はチョコレートクッキーを焼きます。
焼きます。
焼きます。
Oh, now we're cooking. I mean baking. Matcha. Okay.
抹茶、
Matcha のケーキ。
ケーキ
ケーキ
が、
oh, want to. が焼きたいです。
焼きたいです。
多分弟にギターをあげます。
Oh, ooh.
多分弟にギターをあげます。
弟
にギターをあげます。
あげます。
多分弟にギターをあげます。
Great way to throw in a guitar. That's a great gift. Oh, right. What is it? Magu. Yeah, Magu cup. Magu cup. Okay.
誰
誰
に
に
マグカップ
マグカップをもらいましたか？
もらか
Wait, that
その
姉に可愛いマグカップをもらいました。
Okay. 姉
に可
かわ
愛い
いいマグカップ
マグカップを
をもらいました。
もらいました。姉に可愛いマグカップをもらいました。
もらいました。Wait. What will you give to your parents? Your parents. ご両親。ご両親。
ご両親
Nice. ご両親に What will you give? ご両親に何をあげますか？
あげますか。
今年はパートナーに新しいボードゲームをあげます。パートナーはボードゲームが大好きです。今年のクリスマスが楽しみです。
No, that's cute. They gave a nice gift. It's a board game. I was just talking about board game. No. I like it. Receive expensive gift. A board game can be expensive. I'm just saying. And then they're rare, but they could be expensive. Relative. Let's see. So, 今年はパートナー新しいボードゲームを開けます。ボードゲームは、パートナーはボードゲームが大好きです。Right. So, 今年のクリスマス が楽しみです。楽しみです。Right? Looking forward to it. Give you a nice gift because they like it. So they're giving a new board game. 去年パートナーにネックレスをもらいました。ナイス。今年は帽子が欲しいです。Okay. They want a hat. Yeah, they want a hat this year. Okay. おいしい what are we looking for here? カップケーキが焼きたいです。Alright. We want to bake tasty cupcakes.
クリスマスクッキーが焼きたいです。
Alright. I want to bake Christmas cookies. Neat. パートナーに Oh. No. Yeah, マクカップをもらいました works. 勉強しました and 折りました。Break? Like break down? Okay. Oh, I'm a little bit tired still from yesterday. Okay, Kai-sanにポスターをあげます。今年はチョコレート、
サックッキーを焼きます。
Get more with Super Duolingo. Reach your language goals fast with premium features that optimize your learning. With no limits to the mistakes you can make and no ads. Super learners are 4.2 times more likely to finish their course. Upgrade your learning with Super Duolingo.
We're not starting today. We had to iron out our schedule before we do it. All right. Well, there you have it. That wraps up Duolingo Japanese for today, right? Starting a new schedule. It's a wrap for Duolingo Japanese. All right. I want to take an intermission. All right. For all you people out there who are watching later, thanks for watching. We're going to be switching gears. And for that, I guess we'll be seeing Duolingo Japanese later. Mata ne. Good luck with everything. And I'll be right back in a minute. I'm going to take a break, walk around a little bit before we start. Be right back.